Hey speakers, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So go ahead and like and subscribe and let's get started. Hey speakers, how's everyone doing? I'm back today with another video. Now, as you can see on my thumbnail, we'll be going ahead and kind of giving our commentary on the upcoming season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I know I've been seeing a lot going on via social media, so we're going to kind of break it down. I'm going to give my opinion on everything and see what it's looking like for the upcoming season. Now, of course, before we get started, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on the notification bell. So, of course, you can always be notified whenever another video is uploaded. Now, of course, we all seen where the upcoming season is going to begin May the 4th. And I must say, given the little trailer that they released, I can't wait. Now, also, the actual looks were actually released. Everybody looked really, really good. I know and I heard that it was some discrepancies with Stormy dress. But overall, I must say that everybody really looked good. I mean, even Martell, he looked good. He actually got a new suit, y'all. Y'all see that? I wonder if that is from his line or was, or does he even still have a suit line? I don't know. But anyways, but yeah, everybody looked it really, really good. Of course, there's Stormy. She did have a lot to say, or should I say her mom had a lot to say in reference to the dress. Of course, they were trying to blame Mel for whatever malfunction that went on with Stormy dress. Not really sure, but of course, they blame Mel and said that she had something to do with whatever. And then, of course, we have Chris and Nell. Now, I see Nell and Tisha is going at it. So we're going to see what this upcoming season is going to bring. Because when I tell you, they got the streets on fire. And it is a lot of people that then came out with their opinions on the upcoming season, especially after the trailer was released. Everybody, is kind of taking to social media, giving their take. Even Martell had some things to say. We're going to go over it. But before we do all that, I want to go ahead, just in case if anyone had not heard the trailer, I'm going to play it. I'll probably stop in between because, of course, I don't be tripping. So I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit of that and give my commentary on that. And if
came in with a bang.
You ain't seen this?
Martell got a mugshot.
Martell Holt was arrested and charged with domestic violence in the 3rd degree.
Harassing communications.
Wasn't it like a text or something?
Domestic violence sounds terrible.
But it was for communication.
What if he really meant to do her harm?
Domestic violence is not the same as harassment and communication. That's a phone charge.
Like, your children gonna have to see this stuff. The internet never goes away.
Martell right now, he needs intervention.
I'm getting arrested for a text message I sent Melody over a year ago,
He literally took a video that he and I did and was going to have it released.
My message to her was saying, stop bullying me.
Some bigger restraints need to be done in holding people accountable.
Why did you feel it was necessary to go and do an interview with a blogger?
It's like she went low and I went lower. She got me arrested. She got me arrested.
Listen.
She didn't call DHR on me. Until y'all experience something like that.
I've experienced that, Martell.
You've never experienced it.
I chose not to get a divorce.
Nell said that when she found out you were married, she started messing with you.
No, that's actually there.
What is?
You trying to make it sound you were still married while y'all hooking up.
Yes, he was married. Did I know he was married? No. So do you think that this is a traitor, Chris? That's for him to address.
My wife ain't no side chick, so
She ain't now.
don't call her. She never was.
Nell said something on social media. If you felt like you had to downplay you been around me to other people, then maybe you shouldn't be around me.
What Nell? Nell. What Nell? No, I'm Nell. You doing the most. I can. And I can too.
If we're going to have a conversation, you stop me. Don't do that.
Don't you do that.
And you said free Martell?
No,
you know what?
you're not.
No, that's been free Tisha. And then did a LOL. I should kick your
What's
in this
LOL?
damn store. It doesn't matter as a man.
Listen,
if you
listen,
see
men,
DV,
that's not fair. That's
if
not
you
fair.
see
No, that's not fair.
DV,
That's not fair.
it shouldn't be no freedom man.
That's the dude you chose.
That's the dude you choose to be friends
That's the
with.
dude you had
That's the
3
dude
kids with,
you
4
know
kids
before
with.
I know him.
Hey, I'm Martell. All right, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Right. You met Martell before?
Yeah, we go way back.
In what way?
Yeah, okay, yeah. She went to school.
Do y'all like?
Yeah, no,
That type of situation to make people think like, damn, did they mess around before or something?
Wait, huh? Y'all was on some weird.
No,
It was given like we know each other in another way.
She came to the house a couple times.
He said you was at his house.
Well, he did invite me. If we did, so we're adults.
Like, hold on now. Like,
I might have to talk or something and see what was it about.
It wasn't that serious. We ain't do nothing either. Hell no, I don't remember her ass.
Hey, you need to stop talking to so many women, man. That what got you the problem there.
You looking cool? How you doing? What's been going on?
Living life, dating. Yeah. Doesn't Law look so cute?
Look just like his Uncle Martell. I don't know how that happened. Hold on. Drink a little bit more so you can tell the truth.
Destiny got a girl code. Girl, bye.
But I'm saying she ain't sleep with your man.
Right.
I don't know what Destiny does. And I don't put nothing past people.
One of my producers married Destiny's man. What I would like to do is bring Sonny and Moses to the stage.
You and Sonny, you guys are friends, right?
I would say that we were too close for this. How do you want to have a career in this industry and you make moves like that? I was her producer, but she didn't really talk to me about Moses.
You was pursuing the friendship.
I was pursuing?
Yeah, that's what I was told. You was pursuing a relationship.
I wasn't pursuing anything. It isn't favorable. Do you have to call and ask for permission, though, to date someone's ex?
Destiny's producer. I mean, how you feel about that? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't give two about it.
You don't go date your friend's ex.
You turn around and stab me in my back like this? You knew what she had going on from the point of you meeting her. You love by me, name your business after my baby. Law.
Justice.
Justice, which is the baby's name that we were going to have. Were you with him or not? Because you said she never confided in me about this man. She's painting this picture as though I was plotting on her man when I kept it all the way professional. Listen, cousin.
You get what you put out.
We got side chicks, side dudes, side chicks, and side chicks.
I was never a side chick, baby. I'm the wife.
All right, so there we have it. It was a lot. When I say it was a lot, but we're going to kind of break it down, kind of scene by scene. I'm going to give my commentary on it. Now, first conversation that kind of struck my attention was the Stormy and Chris. They had their, interaction about, what actually happened with the DV situation. Now, I must say, he is saying that it was phone harassment versus DV. To me, in my opinion, it doesn't matter. Phone harassment, him harassing, threatening to, put out the sex tape, all of that is totally disrespectful and out of line. Given the fact that we are 4 years in and we still right here, like it hadn't been no type of movement. It's still the same old. So everybody is pretty much talking about it. It was in the headlines, of course, that Martell was arrested. I don't need to say alleged because we all seen it. He was arrested and charged for the things, harassment and probably some other stuff, but he was charged with the actual crime. So we did see that. And everybody on the show is going to talk about it. We did see where Martell and Chris kind of hooked up and they were talking. And pretty much Martell is bringing it to the forefront. Something about Nell being a side chick. Saying that she was a side chick before her and Chris actually got married. And pretty much Chris is saying that is not true. And I think what the situation was, because we even heard his daughter speak about it a few months ago, it was a situation where Chris was actually fooling, or he was with his daughter's mom, and I think he started dealing with Nell, but Nell had no idea that Chris was married. So could we really say she's a side chick because she didn't know? And I mean, if you don't know, then how, you know, could you officially be labeled a side chick? Because it's not nothing that she would intentionally would have done, in my opinion. So then we see kind of like the interaction between Nell and Tisha. um it got kind of hot and heated. She calling, Nell Miss Nell, and just being really sarcastic. To me, I feel like everything that Tisha does is kind of strategic, because I feel like they need a storyline. We all know from the past seasons, they don't want to get into their business. So what they'll do is kind of nitpick with other situations and make that a thing, like she did in the past with Kiki, like she's did with Mel. Like everyone has became almost like a target for her, in my opinion, so they can have a storyline other than their real actual story. So I think that's what that's given. As far as her and Nell and the interactions. Then we see where Mel and Mel and Marceau actually sit down, and pretty much he is telling Mel, after she confronted him about saying free Martell, because she is kind of surprised. Like, you really gonna support that, given the fact that it was a DV situation put on his name, he was actually arrested for it, and you kind of going up for him talking about free Martell. Now, whether you did it, because we do know that Marceau is the type that kind of throw jabs, and he, try to be petty and say things, but you never really know if he's taking a shot at Mel or if he's taking a shot at Martell. But what she is saying is, you actually would sit here and defend that, and he pretty much told her that's who you choose to have 3 kids with. Like, that's her fault that he is who he is. That's who you choose. And like she said, and that's who you choose to be your friend. He also said that, pretty much he stood in the situation he was in. He stood in the situation he was in. He didn't choose to get a divorce. He lets Martell know that he chose to stick and stay with his situation. So he ain't got to deal with all what Martell going through, because he chose to stick around instead of getting divorced. So that kind of say a lot. It's saying a lot without saying a lot. And, we all have heard the alleged where he has cheated, and perhaps him and Tisha, have had, things to happen and come up. But of course, they try to play it off like they have the perfect marriage. I seen over the weekend, look like they may have went to a concert, and they look all so happy. But really, can you really say that they are? To me, I think they do things because they know now that everyone is watching. So we have to make our story believable. The season is coming up. What better way to try to convince everybody that we happy-go-lucky than to go to a concert and put on for TV, basically. At the end of the day, putting it on for TV. So I think they just setting the tone for what they want everyone to believe for the upcoming season, that everything is all good in their household while everybody else is bickering and arguing. They're actually good where they are. But anywho, so then we see where Stormy's friend Latricia comes over to her house, and of course Martell just so happened to stop by as well. And Stormy could kind of get the vibe like they knew each other. And Martell and that smirk he give, the little sneaky grin he tends to have. And Stormy was like, so do y'all know each other? And they was like, yeah, pretty much. And they kind of looking, interacting, exchanging, but again, ain't saying much. She tells, Stormy, oh, we went to school together. We friends from school. And it just seemed really kind of off. So, of course, we then see where later on Martell visits Stormy, look like to be in her warehouse. And she is saying that, okay, what was going on? The other night, it looked like you and Latricia had a little more going on than what you were saying. And he was like, yeah, whatever. And he was like, do you know her? Like, asking asking the question as if, have you, to me, how I took it is, have y'all been having relations, or have y'all had relations in the past? And he was like, well, she's been to the house. But then he goes on to say that nothing happened. And he even made the joke, he would have, if they had relations, he would have remembered her, so he says. But anywho, Stormy goes back and kind of relayed a message to Latrice, like, well, hey, Martell's story and your story not really you're matching. And she was like, well, he invited me to his house. So she kind of playing it off all along. She does have a boyfriend. So this may cause a little riffraff, within the season, because of course all the men tend to always get together and make it a thing. So we may be looking up for that to come about. They all meeting up, and of course Stormy husband goes and he tells Martell, yeah, I heard that you know Stormy friend, and what's up with that? He was like, that's what's going on, and that's your problem now. You always meeting these different women, which is causing a problem. So then it kind of go into a scene where you see a young lady coming to Martell's house. He's pouring up that Inez wine, and they sit down. And come to find out, lo and behold, it is Destiny. She is back. Woo, woo, woo. Hence the reason I said, will Mel be the target? Because now you have Destiny coming back. We already know Destiny and Mel is not in a good place, or they weren't in a good place. And they sit down and they talk and go over things. She mentions how Law, is really, really growing up, and make mention, well, how he looking like his Uncle Martell. And they was like, well, how could that be? And he was like, ooh, let me pull you a little more so you could tell the truth. And they kind of laughing and talking. So we already know it's gonna be some behind the scenes and some more stuff dealing with Destiny. She back to cause chaos. But then again, I don't know how much chaos she could actually make, because as we see, where we see Sonny and Moses come to the scene, they are a thing. They are married. Hence, to me, I feel like that may be the main reason why she is back, because Carlo likes mess. He know mess sells. He know having Destiny on this show with Sonny and Moses is gonna cause a stare, and that's what he wants. So I do believe that, yeah, this is gonna be her storyline. So only thing I can say the difference is this time is she actually will have a storyline, because in the past she had no storyline. She wasn't given nothing. She did was given. So at least I guess this time she'll have a decent storyline they may be interested, in following. So we'll see. So it kind of where she and Sonny kind of cross paths, and all along everyone was saying, like, Destiny was trying to say that her and Sonny were cool or friends. Sonny, of course, was a producer on Love and Marriage Huntsville. However, Sonny is saying she never discussed Moses with me. She didn't think that it was that big of a deal. Whether that's true or not, I do not know. But she is saying, like, I ain't steal nothing from you. It's almost like, yeah, snatch him out your hand, give me that. Like, I don't know. But yeah, they are a thing. They are married. They actually succeeded in something that clearly Destiny wasn't able to succeed in, because she got Moses and she got a ring. So her and Destiny again, they cross paths, they exchange words, and Sonny was like, side chick, I got a ring. So who really was the side chick? They go on and they talking, and Destiny actually meet up with Moses, and she kind of confront him about everything with the Sonny situation. And pretty much, he looking like it wasn't no big deal either. And she goes on to tell him that they, were really, really close, so close that he even named his business after her son, and named it was Law. And then I'm assuming that they discussed having a child, perhaps a girl, that they were going to name Justice. So really, it looks as though Destiny and Moses really was a thing and was really close, or so she thought. but he has something else going on that he actually liked the scene and he snatched that off the market. So they kind of mention it over to Mel, and as usual, Mel is like, I don't know, and I don't even care nothing about that, because I guess Mel is saying already, I am not going to be caught up in all of that with Sonny and Destiny, because she don't want to be a part of that at all, because already it's looking as though, once again, for another season, this might be a season of the Mel versus the cast, in my opinion. But again, with Destiny, I'm very interested in seeing that story. That is something that is actually going to keep the viewers watching. So many people has, expressed how they want to black out the show. Now, we heard Dawn come on and she is like, blacking out the show, not only does it hurt the network and Carlos, but it also hurts Mel, and that is the person that everyone is wanting to support. So by blacking out the show, that means that affect Mel as well. So I think, pretty much when it comes to that situation and how we feel that she is being done on the show, I feel as though it all work out in her favor. Thus far, it looks like she is the one with the most motion on the show, so everything is pretty much worked out in her favor thus far. So we just gonna keep watching, and again, I feel like this upcoming season is gonna be a good one. I'm actually excited about it. I'm glad that we are gonna see some new faces. It's kind of funny as to why we didn't see the couples at all, as far, because I know it is a whole nother couple that's on here, which of course they wasn't on the premiere, but they did join the cast as friends of, I'm not sure if they are actually friends of anyone. I'm not sure, because I don't know the connection just yet, but I'm interested in seeing them, seeing what they are about and what they're going to actually bring. But let's go ahead and move on. Didn't want to make the video too long. This weekend, I guess Martell was on, because he took to Instagram and do what Martell do. Now, I told you in my previous video that Martell only hop on Instagram when it's either him promoting the show here and there, or he's taking shots at someone, normally male. But this time he decided to, speak out to Maurice and Marceau. So he goes on to say, even with this analogy, I do understand and still hold firm there's a better way. At Maurice, you didn't feel there was a better way when you needed what you wanted from your wife. You forcible guy, you. At Maurice, it says you're more like Mel and I'm more like Howard. So do you really understand what I'm going through? That's where he said that yet again. And then he went on to dig into Marceau, and he says, you and Tisha never had any type of infidelity in your marriage, and she do whatever you say. So where's your wisdom coming from? So basically, he letting Marceau know. So since you know it all, y'all have the perfect relationship. Why you have so much wisdom and knowledge when it comes to this thing called divorce, marriage, splitting up? Because of course, again, when Martell mentioned everything he's going through with Mel to Marceau in turn tell him, well, I chose not to get a divorce, and that's his reason why he ain't going through what you're going through, because he chose to stick around and not get a divorce. So that ain't saying that he haven't cheated or he haven't had any infidelities. He's just saying that we push that under the rug, and even though I may have walked her like a dog, we still together. So I ain't, I don't feel I can't relate to what you going through. So I'm interested in seeing the season with them. Look like they're gonna be kind of like exchanging words, because it seems as though Martell probably is gonna be on the show this season, going over 50 million excuses and reasons and playing victim and male. and never taking accountability. So as we can already see, we can't look for him to take no type of accountability, because none, we can already see that's not going to happen. Now, he also took to Instagram, because again, although sometimes we don't see him, he's there, because he stay under Sheree's post. Now, Sheree posted this beautiful picture, and I must say that blonde, she is killing it. She killing it. I got to say that. But he had the nerve to comment and say, Miss Holt. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder what that's about. I wonder, did Arion see that? But again, once again, he make her look like a dummy. Like, he don't care. He has no respect whatsoever that he publicly will put this on his public platform calling Sheree Miss Holt, when he know he got a baby stalker, in my opinion, that's probably looking and seeing all of this. So you talking about what Mel doing, but you may be going back to where you been, because you and your baby mama probably gonna be in a little altercation sooner than later. But we'll keep waiting and watching for that, because I'm pretty sure she'll take the Instagram very soon, because the minute she gets wind of this, oh, she coming. You already know she coming. But look as though that was all. Just wanted to kind of come up and go over the trailer and give my opinion on some things and see what y'all think about the upcoming season. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel. Are you excited about the season? Are you still wanting to black out the season? Let me know how you feel. If you have not already liked the video, go ahead and like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and again, turn on those notification bells so you'll be notified whenever another video is uploaded. And again, thank you and love each and every one of you. Goodbye.